Welcome to part 6 of the Bevilex Modlist for Oblivion graphics full video installation guide. In the last part we finished body armors and weapons part. Afterwards tested the game and it works flawlessly. Then now we're gonna move on to creatures and animals. So let's open the first mod page. It's mythic creatures. It's over here, it's one file, so that will be probably an easy installation. Open up Repack, download the file. It's called main file here and it's 93 megabytes. Let's see what's the actual file name. It's called main file. Okay, so let's see if I renamed it. Yes, I did. So it's gonna be under mythic animals. Is it that one? No, it's a mythic creatures main file. That's how I renamed it after downloading. So get your 93 megabyte file, open Repack installers and drag the mythic creatures main file, or just main file if you don't rename it, to your installers tab. Right click it and install. Okay, next one is mythic animals. So again, open the page, go to files, and what can we see? There are two parts of it. Most probably, yes, I did merge them together. So let's actually do it. Get part 1. Mythic Animals Part 1 and Part 2. Download manually and save it. Then there is a low-res version for very low-end computers. Okay, the file is downloading. The file downloaded, so now let's take part 1 and part 2, open a new file browser, go to my destination, creatures and animals, make a new directory in the no shortcut, new directory in the other browser window. Let's call it mythic animals. Okay, go inside. Now open the first archive. Here we got part 1 inside and the data folder. So let's drag the data folder over here to the new mythic animals folder. Inside I have data, and then let's take part 2. Here I go inside the directory and drag the data to the same place as I dragged the data from the first file, and it asks me if I want to merge it. Yes. Okay, now let's look at the properties. We have 133 megabytes. Now right click the data folder, add to archive, and call it mythic animals.7z. Okay, now it compresses the archive. On the left hand side I can open the installers already. Wait for the compression to finish. It's done. Now I have the 7z archive. I can drag it to the installers tab. Right click on it and install. You should receive the following file structure. It's all fine. So let's go to the next mod. And that's gonna be Mythic Ghosts and Goblins. One file, go to my mod source, mythic ghosts and goblins. Download the main file, the only file manually. Go to your installers. I just checked the file size if it's the correct one. Yep. So I can drag it to Vrybash installer step, right click and install. Next mod, Mythic Madness. There are two files over here. There is one main file which is the current version and it's 144 megabytes. So it's this file over here. Get it manually and do the obvious thing. Drag it to the installers tab, right click and install. I can move on to the next mod. Beautiful Creatures Spriggans. Let's see. One file, it's called Spriggan and it's 240 kilobyte. That's this one. Download manually. Drag and install. Beautiful Creatures Spider Daedra. 4 files. I just take the main file, Spider Daedra Replacer. It's here, 936 kilobytes. The size matches, so download it manually and do the obvious thing. So we were at Spider. Improved Storm Atrona. Open the page, go to files, there is only one. It starts with an I, so I downloaded it here. The size is 9 megabytes and 60 kilobytes. It's correct, so it's the right file. Drag it over and install. I want to observe the mod count. Okay, 123 now. Good. So Storm Atrona done. Now Flame Atrona. It's called Improved Flame Atrona. Plus optional flames. Let's see if there's something. Okay, I don't see. Good, but it's this one actually, so it's just the file name that it differs from this one. Okay, so when you download manually, you will get this file, which is 4 megabytes, 4 megabytes, 172 kilobytes, so the size matches. After you download it manually, drag it over to the installers and install. Next we have replacers for animals. So let's open up Boar. Go to the Russian site, log in, and then you'll be able to download it. Instructions on how to do mods from the Russian site are in part 5 of the tutorial. So get the Boar file from the Russian site and drag it over and install. Next up is sheep. Same story. Sheep 7Z. Install. Then we have Big Cat, also Russian site. My file is called Mountain Lion Orange. Okay, Mountain Lion Orange. Right click, install. If you struggle to install, any of the Russian files and Viberge gives you errors, I remember having them. I might have changed the files already before, so in my last install. If you open the Russian file and you see any files written in Cyrillic here, just delete them, because the Cyrillic might cause Viberge to have problems or crash. Okay, so we have the big cat. Now let's go to wolf. Russian site again. The wolf file is 4 megabytes and it's wolf. It's actually here, so I worked on that file. So after I downloaded it, I went inside the archive and I left only this stuff: data, meshes, creatures, for textures. Okay, it has nothing. So that's the version I have. But actually, let's open up this page and re-download the mod so I can show you how to do it. Okay, I will open Chrome, where I can translate the page. Open the Russian site. Now I get pop-ups from YouTube. Okay, so this is the Russian site on Chrome. I click translate. And then I have it in English. I am logged in on this site. You need to create an account and log in. You can use Chrome for that. It will translate the page for you to make it easier. I download the mod again. And here we have two files, wolf and wolf white. So let's take wolf and save it to creatures and animals. Now open creatures and animals and I have the wolf rar, and indeed it's 2320, so it's good. Let's look at the structure. Okay, it looks good. I just don't understand what's this at here, but I will leave it for now as it is. Well, that means that I can use the version that I have from my previous installation. It is the unchanged Russian wolf mod. So I drag it and install it. Okay, it's installed with the @ sign. I don't know if it works at all, but maybe it's something like a choice or something. I'm not sure. Okay, we are done with the wolf thing. So let's close all other tabs and go to the next one, which is realistic horse eyes. So I chose realistic horse eyes standard. Let's look it up. 21 kilobytes. Let's see. Files. Why is it 146? Because this mod is not directly Viberge friendly. Download, extract, then create 7-zip archive of the standard folder. Drag and drop it in install tab. Check one of those and install. Okay, so when we download this file, creatures. Okay, it's already there. Open up the directory. So I get this one. And then I open a new data browser. Create a new folder. horse eyes retex. Go inside. Now open my archive, go into standard. I go inside the archive, take the standard folder, drag it over here, right click on it, add to archive, name it horse eyes retex. Okay, now I got the folder, drag it to Vrybrush installers. Now I need to choose one version. Check V2 no MIP maps or V2 with MIP maps. So let's take V2 with MIP maps. Okay. After choosing your selection, right click on the mod in installers tab and install. Good. So we're fine with the horse eyes. Then we have the black horse recolor. Let's see how that looks. It's one file and it's called black horse color overhaul. So let's find it in my, you download it manually. I have it here and it's the easy install. Just a replacer. Right click and install after dragging to your installers tab. So we're fine with creatures. Now we have diverse retextures and replacers. A long list. Let's start it. So close the other tabs. Now we have mesh improvement project. 3 files. One file that is interesting, the main file, it's called mesh improvement project. Download it manually. It's 51 megabytes, that's the correct one. So drag, click, and here we have some Bane structure. Core, optional IC textures and patch longer arrows. Let's take this and that. It doesn't say anything about options. IC sign textures. Okay, let's install it. Alright. Next up is high-res soul gems. One file. And it's called high-res. High-res soul gems. 1900 kilobytes, that's the one. And install. Then let's go to the next one. Silver and gold clutter. We have high-res silver clutter and high-res gold clutter. So let's take high-res silver clutter. Install. And high-res gold clutter. Drag to installers and install. Next up is high-res Varla and Velkent texture replacer. One file, high-res Varla, 1600 kilobytes. Drag, choose your options. Let's do this. This and this. And install. Good. Then Particled eyelid stones. One file, particled. Download it manually, of course. 32 kilobytes, that's correct. Right click and install. Go to Better Ropes. One file, 500 kilobytes. Better Ropes, this one. Drag to installers, right click and install. Arena Poster, one file called Arena Poster. Drag the file after downloading to installers and install. Improved amulets and rings, one file. Here it is, 5 megabytes. Drag to installers and install. Improved skulls, bones and ironwork, 4 files. Let's check the version that I am using. -1. This one over here. So it's called Improved Skulls. 6269 kilobytes size. Download manually and drag it over here. Right click, install. Shiny Septims. Oblivion. Shiny Septimus 7Z. Let's check this file. Let's see the file that I have. $390 kilobytes. So this involves some repackaging. Let's get it to miscellaneous replacers. Okay. And what have we got? Let's open the archive. We go Shiny Septims Oblivion, textures and meshes. So this looks correct. And how does my repack look? I got the yes. So we need an ESP file, textures, meshes. So let's create a new one to show you. Shiny Septimus, I will call it. Okay, and from the archive I will extract this ESP, Septimus ESP, meshes and textures. Like this. Then go up and the entire archive, add to archive, and we'll call it Shine Septimus 7Z. Okay, and once it's done, inside it's got the Shine Septimus and then meshes and textures. I can drag it over to Vrybash and install. Okay, it's done. Looks good. There is an ESP, so let's activate it. Move the bashed patch below. Let's continue. Now we are at skeleton key retexture. And we'll take probably this one. Yep. So let's go to my mod source and go to skeleton. It's this file over here. Non-omod. Download manually. Once you're done downloading, drag it, right click, install. Next one is Kaijit's animated ingredients. 3 files. Let's see. I take the main file. Then this and then that. So let's look at my Kaijits. I have 2 files. So I still need 1.1 and the fix. It's under updates. So I still need this file, I guess. Let's see the structure. This is one file and this is the newer version. Does it contain less files? Ectoplasm. And here I have frost salts. Yes, we need all the files. So be careful. Get all of them. Download them manually. I still need to download the 1.0 version. Into the MISC replacers, okay, and that's what I will start with, the installation. Drag it over here, right click and install. Then I will go on with the rest of the Kaijit's animated ingredients. So first of all, this file, and then the little fix. So as you can see, I have all the 3 files in this order. Khajiit's animated daedric ingredients. 2 files here. Daedric ingredients and figs. 1st June and 2nd June. So Khajiit's animated daedric ingredients. I see I get both of them. Download them both manually. Start with the daedric ingredients file that is 6 megabytes. Install it and then get the fix. It's 4 megabytes and install. Next one after Khajiits is magic crystal balls. Russian mod again. Go to Chrome, log into the Russian site. I have set auto login already. When I take this link and open Chrome, paste it in and open, you can see it already proposes to translate. I do. Then the page is translated into English. You can see I am logged in here, and I can download the file. So get the file. It's 91 kilobytes. Let me see how it's called. I didn't have it installed in my last game, so let's download it. To mythic replacers. Here it is, crystal ball data. Okay, it's a good structure, so let's get it installed and install it in your installers tab. Now we move on to Vineyard tools. Okay, I don't seem to have it as well. It must have been an update from from Bevilex since I did my last installation. So I will get it from the Russian site. Open it up in Chrome. Then it gets translated automatically. Go to download, Vineyard, to my mythic replacers. It's 15 megabytes. So the download is progressing. Now it's downloaded. Let's look at the structure. Good. So basically I only need the data folder, but I'll just install it. Good. Next one is Metalsmith. Russian site again. Download. Replacers. It's 11 megabytes. Let's take the next one as well. Blacksmith. So a whole lot of new great Russian mods over here. Then we have high quality rugs. Okay, let's finish up with the translate to English. Farm tool. Download farm clutters RAR. That's 7 megabytes. Okay, so the last I did was Vineyard, then let's go Metalsmith. Metalsmith, data folder intact. Okay, Metalsmith 7Z, install. Next up is Blacksmith. So which one is the blacksmith mod? Shit. Let's see, blacksmith. It's called Metalsmith. Okay, so I already have it. Okay. So now I can do... there was something like farm tools. Let's see again. Farm clutters. The structure is correct, so let's get it to the installers. Good. I wonder what those ads mean. Maybe that means that the textures won't work. I don't know. We'll see. For now we're done with that. Let's close other tabs. Close the Chrome. And move on to high quality rocks. Files. 200 megabytes worth quality rocks. High quality rocks. Download it manually, drag it to your installers and install. Next up is painting replacer. One file, painting replacer. Download it manually. Drag to installers and install. Then Strada Città Imperiale, an alternate ground for the Imperial City. One file. Let's go to Strada. 1400 kilobytes, that's the one. Drag it and install. Improved fires and flames. 5 files. Non-OMOD. Let's check. — 72 megabytes. Install. And it also gives an ESP. For increased sound. So let's activate it. Move the bashed patch to the bottom. And next up we have improved light beam. One file. That's the one. Download it manually. Go to your installers tab and drag the file to the bottom of the installers list and install. No ESP this time. Nernroot retexture. One file. 8 megabytes. That's the one. Download it manually and do the obvious thing. Foaming Falls. One file. (3,900 kilobytes). Download manually, drag to the installers, right click and install. But wait a minute, now it installed wrongly with a black plus icon, because I need to choose the data sub package. I can do it now, then it will turn plain red, right click and anneal, and now it's good. If I wrongly install it, if I change something here in the sub packages after installing a mod, then I need to right click it and anneal. That's important. Okay. Double-sided cobwebs. One file. Download it manually. drag it, install it. Better Chapel altars. 2 files. Oblivion Chapel altar replacer. Let's see. High-res version of the altar found in the chapels throughout Cyrodiil. A richer version of the normal map. Now the gold details have better lighting. 10th March. Okay, let's see the file structure. Cathedral fabric, DDS, and natural and normal map file. And I want to check the second file as well. Okay, let's get both. Yes, I want both files. So first I will take the 500 kilobyte file. It's here. I downloaded it manually. No, sorry, it's not this one. It's 260 kilobyte. That's the first file. Oblivion Chapel altar replacer. Let's get them in the correct order. First the 500 kilobyte file and then the richer normal map. So install the first and install the second one. Good. Now it's fine. Lower clutter retexture. That's from the test diesel site. Also a Russian site. You don't need to log into this one, and you get the TD lower clutter zip. Go to my mod source, look for TD lower clutter. There it is. Download it, drag it and install it. Middle class retexture, another diesel mod. Download. You get TD middle class. So once you secured it, drag the archive to the installers and install. Then we have upper class retexture. Click on the download link on the site. You will get this file, upper class. I have it here. Drag it and install. Now let's close all other tabs. Now we have signs, improved signs. Improved signs and improved signs complete and improved signs update. Update 2, that's from 24th June. I wonder what files I took in my last installation attempt. I took the improved signs complete. So this one. Download it manually. It's 57 megabytes. Drag the installer to the installers. It contains an ESP. Right click it and install. Okay. Move to go to the mods tab. Activate the ESP. Move the bashed patch to the bottom. Books, potions and bottles. Alright, book jacket for Oblivion. Let's see, we have two files, high res and standard res. I take high res, so let's go to my B letter. You download it manually, 95 megabytes. Okay, move the installer over here, right click it and install. And we have two ESPs. Then Grimbot spell tomes files. Let me see. I took both of them. So Grimbot spell tomes. Download manually. Another ESP and install. Then the Shivering Isles book jackets, it's the second file over here. Shivering book jackets, okay. Drag it to the installers. Another another ESP plugin and install. Okay, let's look at the plugins now. Activate those. Alright, I will just activate them all for now. The best patch will sort out the rest later on. So now let's go with, yeah, these mods are separately over here, but they are from the same page. Now get to alluring wine bottles with real vines. One file. Download manually. Direct to installers and install. Another ESP. Activate it. Alluring potion bottles. V3. That's the one. 8 megabytes. Another ESP plugin and install. Okay, so now again go to the mods, activate it, move the bashed patch to the bottom, quit Vrybash, start boss, run boss. Okay, open Vrybash again, right click bashed patch, rebuild patch, click OK, click OK. And it says, warning, the following mods have master file errors. Please adjust the load order to rectify those problems. However, you can still proceed if you want to. Cancel. So what I will do is the book jackets compatible ESP I will deactivate. And now I will retry building the bashed patch. Right click bashed patch. Okay, now it's fine. So now let's build the patch. The patch is ready. This is the summary. So now I have rebuilt the bashed patch, so let's test the game. The game loads fine. Let's load up the last save. There are new mods installed.
Hail, good citizen. How can I be of service?
Okay, looks fine. Let's go outside. Where's the door? Do I miss something here? There's no door. Here must be the door. Yep. Okay, wrong controls. I'll adjust them later. It's still pouring. Butterfly is flying. We have the lanterns. Let's wait till the morning. So as you can see, the game is working fine and it's changing as we go with Bevilex Modlist. Very nice. Good. Thank you for watching this episode of the full video guide for Bevilex Modlist, and I see you in part 7.